What's up everybody, welcome back to another drawing tutorial. So today we got a Patreon request from Gaetano Soricaro. It's Katana Man from the manga and soon to be anime Chainsaw Man. So a different sort of character, kind of like Chainsaw Man, but he's got a sword coming out of his head instead of a chainsaw. And he kind of looks like a German soldier or like a German officer, you know, like a Nazi German sort of officer. That's kind of the look he's got, the kind of hat. So, yeah, let's go. Landscape orientation page. Use a pencil. Hit pause if I go too fast. So we're going to start with the sword coming out of his head, right? So it comes out of like his hat, right? So somewhere, say here. So we're going to curve it across, starting here, and it'll go. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, so up, so, and then we kind of curve it down here. And then we have two lines coming down to a point down here somewhere. So like, we go all the way down to the corner of the page. And the top of the sword is kind of curved a little bit. So it's curved and then goes up back into here. And then this side is relatively straight. Okay. Might need a ruler for this. Let's see. Yeah. So we'll go down as far as we can. Might curve out a little bit at the bottom. Okay, so big long line. Okay, so then this curves kind of at the bottom here. So it's gonna like curve out from here. Okay, kind of curving sort of end to it, sort of changes angle. And then it's going to go from here all the way up to that point up there, right? Okay, something like this. Like that. And then it needs like another sort of blade line coming down here, down to the top of the sword, right? So like comes out here. Another sort of curved angle, sort of like that. And that's gonna go up the middle of the sword then, right? So it's gonna start to go up this way, right? All the way up to there. Okay, not too bad, right? So that's his katana, right? So then on his helmet we got like a sort of a bit of a symbol or something. So it's like flowers, or it's hard to describe. So it's got like kind of comes up and around the top of the sword, just here. And then it has like these sort of floral sort of symbols inside. 2 round sort of circles side by side. Like this. And like some more sort of bumps and stuff coming in around. Nothing major. And then a strap comes down the back of his hat, just here. Goes into the sword. And then this will start to travel up behind here. And then it meets another section. Lots of different ways of doing this, and this has like a bolt or something keeping it on the end, and they might have some lines and things. And then this comes up around the back of his hat. This is like strapped the whole way up around. Okay. And some of this strap will come down the front as well. Right. So then, back of his hat. So it kind of bumps here, comes out, up, like so. Then it's gonna come across, like this. Out and down to a point here, turn a corner. And then we bring it down and into here. And it has a kind of a top line just here going around. There might be some folds and stuff coming across. Okay, so right, so just underneath here, so we've got like the back of his head, right? So we got like a bump here, and then we got like a bump for an ear, what looks like an ear anyway. Comes out into there. And then this comes down for his neck, and that goes underneath like his jacket, sort of back into here. And his jacket comes down like so. Okay. So his mouth then is just down underneath from his ear, underneath the sword. Okay. And he's got big teeth, right? So I guess there's no other way. Yeah, so he's just got like a line of teeth. So like bumping, you can see like the tops of them. Like this kind of thing. And it comes into the corner of his mouth, which is like a big sort of Joker-like smile. There. So each of these is like a tooth, right? So they're kind of standard square like human teeth. They're not sort of sharp or anything. Pretty big, square, flat teeth. Like so. And then they go down the other side. So you just do the gum line, these sort of bumps. Up to here. And then you bring teeth up to meet that. Kind of like this. And then this sort of Joker-like smile comes down around his mouth. Goes down this way, towards his chin. And this is probably dark inside. Well, I'm going to color it dark anyway. And these gum lines will have sort of lines coming down as well. Right, so then his chin comes down to like a real pointy chin. Real long. Right, sticks out really far. And then it's going to go back up towards his jaw. Up here, and kind of goes up a little bit there, and then into there, and then his jaw will go up towards his ear, sort of wrap over his ear there. There might be a little bit of a shadow or something behind his ear here. Behind his jaw, between his ear, right? So that's like the main shape for his face. Da da da. Do. Okay, so his jaw kind of has, we've got like these sort of lines on his jaw, right? And lines coming up around his head. This kind of thing. Something similar coming down the inside of his chin here. And lines coming up, kind of skull-like, you know, lines coming up from his teeth to the top of his head as well. Got like these sort of texture lines and things going on, and what looks like kind of tubes or sort of these sort of growths or something. This kind of stuff, wrinkly. Hard to describe. So in the manga, a lot of this is like shaded in, but I won't trouble you with that. Might add a bit of a shadow just underneath the sword here and underneath his hat, and just down at the bottom of his ear. So that's what we're dealing with, okay? For his head, it's not too bad actually. Thought it'd be harder. So then we'll finish the inside of his jacket, so it comes real long, like that. And then the other side of his jacket over here, like so. And so what we can see of a neck, right? So I'm gonna guess, so because I can't really see it in the picture, it just looks all dark. But there has to be a collar here somewhere. So if that's his neck and that's his jacket, I'm gonna guess that the collar of his shirt has to be like coming across here. And I'm gonna bring it down like there. And it's gonna sort of bump for like, you know, folds. And like the other side of it should go across that way. And we'll give a button like here somewhere. Seems to have buttons, so like this. And then this will bump down the middle, his closed shirt. like that. And then every now and then you'll have like these sort of fold lines for that going down in various ways, and a button every now and then. Okay, so I'm kind of making this up, so I'm not sure if the character actually has a collar like this, but it looks like he does. I could be wrong. So when we give him like necklines, some texture, and a shadow underneath his chin. Right, so then he's got like a big leather jacket, right? So big sort of German officer collar coming down here. This kind of curves up and down into there. And then we have another section that sticks out there. And then I go back down off the page. And this will have some stitching lines coming down here. And then his shoulder will stick off like so. He's got like a big jacket, so it's got like a pointy shoulder sort of line on it. And so the rest of his arm kind of bumps out every now and then. His arms are sticking out down here. And this will come down on the inside, like so. Yeah, the opposite side. Yeah, some fold lines for clothing. And then the inside of his body goes down there. His elbow probably sticks off here somewhere. Going off this way. There probably should be a line here too. Okay, so on the other side of his body then we should see some more lapel. So like another big thing like this kind of sticking off. You can't see as much of it, so it kind of curves back into there, and then it'll stick out a bit, and then back in. And it'll go just down his jacket, and then you can see maybe some of his body coming down that way. And like his shoulder maybe on the other side, or like some of his jacket at least, sticking out here. And his arm sort of down by his side, so it's here. And I'll just add some deeper shadows just on this. And oh yeah, some stitching just here as well. can add some hatching and stuff here. If you want, but not 100% necessary. Just to make it look like there's a bit more of a shadow in under here. Maybe in under here as well. Just to keep it consistent on both sides. But that is the basic idea. Hope it was helpful. Katana Man from Chainsaw Man. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.